What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Jim Graphics. In today's video, I'll be teaching you guys how to design this simple but unique church flyer in coreldraw. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button below and turning the bell icon in order not to miss my future upload. Alright, coming over here guys, these are the stock images to be working with. I'm going to put the link of all this in the down description below for you guys to check it out, and without any further ado, let's get straight to the video. Welcome to coreldraw guys. So the first thing we're going to do guys is change our size, and the paper size we'll be working with is 7 by 7 inches. So to do this, locate your property bar, and under your drawing unit you'll see inches. Alright, and come over to your page dimension and change to 7 by 7 inches and click enter on your keyboard, and this is what you're going to have. So the next thing we're going to do guys is bring in our rectangle tool and draw a box this way, and let's remove the fill and put an outline so we can see. Now the next thing we're going to do is you can see it's not fitted to frame, so what you're going to do is change this to 7 by 7 inches, and the next thing you're going to do is click on letter P to make it fit to frame, just right there, and this is what you're going to have. So the next thing we're going to do is remove the black stroke or the outline which we had earlier. So to do this, come over to this and right click on it and select set outline color, and it's going to take itself out. So the next thing we're going to do guys is import our stock images for this tutorial, and to do this, locate and this empty space over here and right click and select import. Alright, so this is what you're going to have, or you can come over to your menu bar, your file on your menu bar and select import. Alright, so this is what you're going to have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of this, and I'm going to select all of this, and we're going to just place this just right here, and this is what we are going to have. So the next thing we're going to bring in now is the text. So I'm going to come over to my notepad and select all of this, Ctrl C to copy, and come over to your text tool and paste this over here, and Ctrl C to paste, and this is what you're going to have. So let me just change this font so we can see this. I'm going to reduce this font to 14, and we're going to leave this just right there. So now we can place our background for this tutorial. So the next thing we're going to do guys is I'm going to bring in this background. Okay, where are you? Okay, over here. So I'm going to scale it up just this way, and we're going to just place this just right there, and we're going to scale it up and place it just right here, and this is what we're going to have guys. So the next thing I'm going to do guys is I'm going to power clip this into this frame by right clicking and select power clip and place it just right here, and we're going to right click and select this power clip just to adjust the background to fit to the frame just right there. I'm going to scale this up this way, so as you can see guys, we have empty space here. So to fill it up, what we're going to do is we're going to copy this, Ctrl C and Ctrl V to paste it just right there. So as you can see, we have two of this in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to select our shape tool and draw this way. So I'm going to select this right here and cut out this part and drag it just right there. So as you can see, we'll have a fill now, and what we're going to do is we're going to scale this up just right there and leave that to that. So now we're going to convert this to bitmap. Go into your menu bar and select bitmap, then convert to bitmap this way. Make sure your color mode is on RGB, resolution at 300, and click on OK, and this is what you're going to have. So right now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to click on finish, and we're going to bring in this and scale this up this way. I've taken out the background actually guys, so if you don't know how to take out background in Photoshop, you can actually go and check out my previous videos. Alright, so now we're going to use our shape tool, and we're going to select this, bring it just right here, select this and bring it just right here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this up a bit to make sure it's aligned to that well which you have there, and that's actually a well, though I got this background because of the theme which you have come to the well. So now I got this background just for that theme. Alright, so now we're going to just manipulate this, and we're going to scale this up now and leave that to that. Now I'm going to right click and select this part. We're going to select power clip, then place it just right into this frame, and now as you can see, everything is on one. Now what we're going to do now is let me scale this up a bit, just a bit, and we're going to leave that to that. Now let's make sure it's touching that, and guys, this is what we are going to have right there. Let me scale this up. All right, so this is what we're going to have guys. So the next thing I'm going to do guys is we're going to select this rectangle tool and draw this way. All right, so I'm going to select this color, this one. All right, I'm going to select this color and I'm going to come over to this color node and adjust the colors. All right, so go to your color viewer and we're going to just bring this in here. All right, so just right there, and this is what we're going to have. So I'm going to select OK and go to my transparency tool and go to my mesh mode, sorry, and select hard lights. All right, so this is what we're going to have, guys. We're selecting hard lights, and now this is what we are going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select my rectangle tool and draw a box right here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my eyedropper tool, pick a color over here and just fill it just right there. And I'm going to select right click on this and select set outline color just in case it has an outline. Now I'm going to select my transparency tool and fade out this part this way, so just to blend this to the background just right there, revealing a bit of the leg of this lady. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my ellipse tool. All right, I'm going to draw this just right there, and I'm going to give it this color, the cyan color we have here, because I want to create some highlights to this image. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this transparency, then locate on your property bar fountain transparency, and this is going to come up. Select your elliptical fountain transparency, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert it to bitmap. All right, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fade out this part, convert to bitmap, fade out this part, convert to bitmap, then fade out this part and convert to bitmap. All right, somebody might ask why I'm converting to bitmap. If you don't convert to bitmap, you can fade out the multiple parts, so that is why we're converting, so to enable us fade out the multiple parts of this background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my transparency tool, still on it, and I'm going to select this and select screen. All right, so I'm going to bring this just right here, and I'm going to reduce this and place it just right here. All right, so I'm going to reduce this one. All right, so let's reduce this just right here, and this is what we are going to have. But let me adjust this a bit. All right, then I'm going to select transparency tool and fade it out a bit, reduce the opacity, and I'm going to bring it just in here and copy this and place this one just right here. All right, let's reduce this and place it just right here, and we're going to reduce the opacity. All right, so as you can see, guys, we have a bit of highlights to this image. All right, so this is what we're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is click on finish. All right, so basically, guys, this is what we're going to have. But as you can see, this stuff is actually it's kind of much, so we're going to just reduce this. All right, so this is what we're going to have. So this is what we're going to have, guys. So I'm going to click on finish, and this is what we are going to have, guys. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this theme which we have come to the well, cut it, Ctrl X, and come over to this, use Ctrl V to paste it. So I'm going to cut this out using putting my cursor here and click on enter. Then what I'm going to do is use Ctrl K on my keyboard to cut it apart. So what I'm going to do is change the font of this to this Southern, and okay, the name of this font is Southern Aire. All right, personal use. So I'm going to just scale this up just right here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change the font of this to Sequel. All right, I'm going to change the font of this one to this, and I'm going to scale it up this way, and right click, double click on it, sorry, and use Ctrl A to select all, then Shift plus F3 to change to uppercase just right there. And I'm going to drag this one down this way, and this is what we are going to have. So I'm going to make sure this is placed just beside the well. All right, so this is what we're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to just scale this up this way and leave that to that. Alright, so let's just scale this up a bit, and this is what we are going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to come over to this and select this envelope too. Alright, so I'm going to delete this node and basically just make this round shape a bit so that it's going to get the shape of this well. And I'm going to just bring this down a bit, and this is what we're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select my shadow tool and apply a shadow to this, and I'm going to change this to add. Then I'm going to increase this a bit and change this to white, and I'm going to reduce it just a bit. I don't want that to be much, and this is what we are going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this logo over here, and we're going to extract this logo from this background. So I'm going to go to my bitmap, select mode, black and white, and click on OK. Then go to my trace bitmap on my property bar, select outline trace, line art, and wait for it to load. And while we're waiting for this to load, you can see it has not started calculating yet, but the estimating time here, okay, that started, but it's taking much of our time though. But okay, fine, we have it. So we're going to click on OK. Now, as you can see, we have the before and this is the after. So click on OK and select this one, delete it, then select this and ungroup, and you can basically delete the parts which you don't want. Alright, so I'm going to zoom closely and delete all of this. I didn't make this logo, so this is not my logo. Alright, so I'm going to reduce this a bit and place it just right here. So make it a little bit bigger. Alright, so we're going to just place it just right here, and this is what we are going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select this one, cut it out, and paste it just right here. Change the fonts to uppercase using Shift F3 on my keyboard, then click on OK, and I'm going to change the fonts to SQL. Alright, so I'm going to reduce this. We don't want it to be that much, so I'm going to just leave that to that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale this up, and the next thing I'm going to do is bring in my rectangle tool and draw a shape just right there and give it a white color. And I'm going to reduce this just right here. Alright, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on it and select convert to curve, then go to my shape tool, and I'm going to bring this just right here, delete this one, and guys, this is what we are going to have, guys. So this is what we're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy or cut this date and time, paste it just right here, and I'm going to break it using Ctrl K on my keyboard, and I'm going to change this to uppercase, the first letter. Then I'm going to change the font of this to the same font which we had earlier. This is the Southern Aire blah blah blah. Alright, so I'm going to just scale this up a bit. So I'm going to scale that a bit, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to uppercase, Shift F3 on your keyboard, change this to uppercase, Shift F3 on your keyboard, and I'm going to bring this one down just right here, and this is what we are going to have, guys. So I'm going to bring this one down up to this prod, and this is what we are going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to bring in some fonts, some icon, time and date icon. So I'm going to go to this folder. Alright, so I'm going to paste that for you guys. So let's copy this board and come over to this, and let's paste this here. So I'm going to bring it the folders now. So I'm going to right click on this and select import, and come over to this and import these folders. Alright, so I'm going to extract this from this background. So I'm going to go to my bitmap, alright, mode black and white, and wait for it to load. So click on OK, and go to your trace bitmap, outline trace, line art, and wait for it to load. So what I'm going to do is click on specify, because we can see all the details. So click on OK, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this one and ungroup, delete this, and delete this one, delete this one. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select all of this, group it, and scale it down a bit, and we're going to just place this to the dates. All right, so we're gonna just scale this up a bit and bring it just right here, and we're gonna leave that to that. So the next one we're gonna bring is the time. All right, so first of all, I'm gonna bitmap this one because it looks heavy. All right, so I'm gonna bitmap, then go to my mode and select black and white, and click on OK. Now I'm going to select trace bitmap, add line trace, line art, and wait for it to load. And guys, boom, this is what we're going to have. So I'm going to bring this one out and delete the one we don't want, and I'm going to scale this down a bit and select black. I'm going to give it a white color, sorry, select the white color and scale this down a bit. Now the next thing I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to select my freehand tool, and I'm going to just draw this way. All right, give it a white color. All right, just a little, and I'm going to bring this one down just right here. And guys, this is what we are going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out this dates, the address, and paste it just right here. Then I'm going to bring this one just right here, just as simple as that, guys. So I'm going to change this to sequel, but not the bold one. All right, so we're going to change to sequel, just the light one. All right, so this is fine, and I'm going to scale this one down a bit, and we're going to leave this one here. All right, so we're going to leave that here, and I'm going to change the font of this one also to this sequel, and let's cut it and paste it over here. So we have YouTube and we have Facebook. So what I'm going to do is delete this one. All right, cut it, and we're going to delete the Facebook because we're going to replace that with the icon. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to reduce this one to maybe font 10 or 11. Okay, font 10 is fine, and this one is font what? This is font 7. So we're going to make this one 8. All right, 8, and maybe let's reduce this a bit, and this is what we're going to have, guys. So I'm going to reduce this one to 8 again, and I'm going to place this one just right here. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this logo, place it just right here, and I'm going to go to bitmap mode, black and white, and OK, then trace bitmap, outline trace, and line art just the way we did earlier. So I'm going to wait for this to load, and all right, so click on OK, and we're going to delete this one and delete this one here, and give it a white color. So we're going to reduce this one, and we're going to place it just right here, and I'm going to scale it down a bit, and basically leave that to that, guys. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to extract this ones and this one. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to bitmap mode, black and white, and this is what we're going to have. So I'm going to go to trace bitmap, add line trace, line art. All right, so guys, and boom, guys, this is what we're going to have. So I'm going to delete this one, ungroup it, and delete this white, which we don't want, guys, the white ones. All right, guys, so this is what we're going to have. So I'm going to reduce this and back to the Facebook, and we're going to do the same to that, black and white mode, black and white, and wait for that to load. Click on OK, and go to your outline trace, line art. If you're confused, guys, drop me a comment, guys. I'm going to attend to the question. All right, so I'm going to click on OK. Now I'm going to delete this one, ungroup it, and delete the white one, leaving us with just the black and the logo. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce this, and I'm going to place this one just right here, give it a white color for now, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select this color. All right, because this is kind of next to this color. Is a light color, it's cyan color though it's matching to the dark green which we have here. Is it a blue color or what? Okay, dark blue. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this one. All right, so let me place this one close to this, then use my freehand tool and draw this way, and leave that just right there. And the next thing I'm going to do is bring in my rectangle tool and draw a box this way, remove the white stroke. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my shape tool, and holding my control, hold your control and drag this way, and drag this one this way. Hold your control, guys. Now I'm going to copy this and paste it again, then give it a white color, then use your transparency tool and fade out this part just right here. All right, fade out this part, and this is what you're going to have. So I'm going to bring this one, it's behind fill, so you're going to use shift page up, then change to uppercase using shift F3 on your keyboard. Then you're going to scale this one just right here, leave that to that. So remember the arrow which we created earlier, this arrow here, this one. So I'm going to bring this just right here, and I'm going to scale this one down, place this one here, and we're going to basically leave this one just right here. And guys, this is what we are going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to basically scale this up a bit. All right, so now I'm going to select this one, scale it up a bit, and now the last thing we have here is this background, and I'm going to place this background here. First of all, I'm going to change this to black and white. Go to your bitmap mode and use grayscale. All right, now use your transparency tool, fade out this way, and go to your mesh mode and select overlay. Then what you're going to do is select this white node and reduce the opacity just right there, and right click on it and select power clip, then place it into this frame, and boom guys, this is how we design this church flyer. If you have any question, guys, drop me a comment in the comment section below and give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget guys, subscribe. Peace out and see you guys in my next video.